Democracy in Romania has been dying a slow death. There is no secret there. The country is redoing its presidential election in May, and Georgescu is still the top contender despite the fact that he has been denied to run in the elections. He has been gaining support for calling out the last election's annulment, straight up calling it a coup backed by Brussels. The dude is super anti-Ukraine and hates foreign interference, even saying that Romania should have territorial claims over Ukraine once the dust settles, something Russia totally is on board with. And so the elites in Brussels are keeping him out of the politics on purpose. Cause his win would mean more trouble on Ukraine's border, and of course the EU is all for it. But Trump and his crew, well, they know exactly how to make life harder for Brussels. The decision is out, and Bucharest and Brussels are freaking out. According to an unverified report by the Bloomberg, the Trump administration is now putting pressure on Romanian authorities to let Călin Georgescu run his campaign without interference ahead of the May elections. The report claims that the US officials have been laser focused on Romania's presidential election race in private meetings, warning the Romanian leaders to not mess with Georgescu's chances. The Romanian Foreign Ministry has clapped back with a statement basically saying that while the US officials have made public comment at the Munich Security Conference and on social media, there haven't been any direct talk or pressure behind the closed door about Georgescu or the election. But yes, Bucharest is condemning such tactics by the US. The ministry has also made it clear that Romania and Europe are all in for democracy and free speech. That's a joke. They say that they are committed to strengthen their own defenses, taking more responsibility as Europeans and keeping their election institute and info space solid, while staying light and tight with the United States. A very nice joke indeed. Well, the pressure on Romania actually came to light after the US Vice President J.D. Vance's speech at the Munich Security Conference became a troublesome speech, where he called out the Romanian Constitutional Court for annulling the December 2024 presidential election. The court had scrapped the result after security officials claimed that Russian interference has helped Călin Georgescu to pull off a shocking victory in the first round. After Vance's speech, the Romanian Foreign Minister Emil Hurzeniu met with Trump envoys Keith Kellogg and Richard Grenell at the conference. Meanwhile, the Romanian Economy Minister Bogdan Ivan had his own sit-down with Vance at the AI Summit in Paris earlier this month. This was an attempt to get Trump on the same page, but the move failed terribly. Despite these meetings, the Romanian government is now struggling to keep a steady line of communication with the Trump administration. The best part is that US officials seem oddly determined to bring back Georgescu in the race, a known conservative figure leaving Romanian authorities scratching their head. Billionaire and Trump ally Elon Musk has also jumped on the Georgescu bandwagon. Last Tuesday, he posted on X backing Georgescu's promise to ban organizations linked to George Soros if he wins the presidency. Also, if Georgescu wins the election, which is most likely if he is allowed, Romania, which has the longest EU border with Ukraine, can become another headache for Kyiv. The Romanian elites are getting nervous. Bloomberg reports that many fear that Washington's heavy-handed interference in the election can seriously damage their alliance with the US and Ukraine. And so, Georgescu is also gaining the public traction only due to his anti-Ukraine and anti-West stance. Meanwhile, Georgescu and his team are facing multiple investigations after claiming zero campaign expenses. Whether he actually gets to run will depend on the electoral office and a court decision on whether he even qualifies. But with Trump's backing, it looks like the democracy in Bucharest might get a surprising revival. Whether Georgescu makes it to the ballot or gets blocked, once again that remains to be seen. But yes, one thing is very clear, that Romania is now caught in the middle of a geopolitical tug-of-war and the stakes couldn't be any more higher.